Hi, it's the Las Vegas Poker Coach. Welcome to another episode. Glad you're here. Follow me on Instagram at LVPokerCoach. Good morning. I didn't think I would be making a post today to my podcast. Monday is not usually a day when I play poker, so I usually use Mondays to do other personal things, but I was really compelled to make a post because of all the horrible news that's coming out of Las Vegas this morning. I was really tired last night, so I actually went to bed early, and in the middle of the night, I could hear my phone kind of going off more than usual, so thought that was a little weird, but then I woke up around 6 a.m. this morning, and I saw all my messages, because of my time in Vegas, because of poker, and because of other things, I've made friends from all over the place, so I had messages from my friends here in the US, I had messages from my friends in Belgium, in Mexico, in Canada, just really horrific news. I'm just really saddened because, obviously this type of tragedy doesn't need to happen anywhere. But for it to happen here and at Mandalay Bay and all that, it's just really sad to me. As you'll see from my weekend report, I was actually down on the strip yesterday. Sunday is a usual day in my work schedule, and I was very close to there. I was at the MGM. I saw plenty of people walking by with, cowboy boots and cowboy hats, obviously going to that festival. So it's hard for me to imagine that some of those people I saw, some of those people I played with, were probably involved in that tragedy in some level. So really sad to hear that. I have really, really fond memories of Mandalay Bay. To me, that's always been one of the most beautiful properties on the strip. You always feel like you're in this great tropical environment when you're in there. I've been to the spa at Mandalay Bay numerous times. Beautiful facility. Anyone who has played poker with me knows that I always recommend the Mandalay Bay Poker Room. People always ask me when I'm sitting at, when they recognize me as an avid player and being from Vegas, they always say, "Oh, where's the best games? Where should we go?" And anyone who knows me knows that I always recommend Mandalay Bay. I think Mandalay Bay has one of the best poker staffs on the entire strip. There's an excellent staff at Mandalay Bay, at MGM, at the Wynn. I always speak highly of all those staffs. Mandalay Bay actually is where I played my first hands of No Limit ever. They're in my record books, going back to April of 2013, I believe. So I've played there many times. Most of my poker experience, or early poker experience, I should say, comes from playing in their 10 a.m. tournaments. I always like them because the 10 a.m. is about the earliest time you're going to find for a tournament on the strip. I'm a morning person, so finding a tournament before 10 a.m. is, basically not existent. So I always liked Mandalay Bay because they did have a 10 a.m. I didn't want to wait until 11 or noon like other places. So I have very fond memories of playing a lot of tournaments there. Really nice staff, really good management there, great location. So I'm just really, really sad that this event happened at all, and I'm even more sad that it happened at Mandalay Bay. And I hope that none of the people that I know from Mandalay Bay, or none of the people that I saw this weekend, or that I played poker with this weekend, were involved in that. I was very, very close to the site. Fortunately, I did leave the strip area around mid-afternoon yesterday when my shift was over. So I was not personally involved, but I do feel for the people down there. One of the text conversations I had this morning was with one of my friends from Belgium, and my gut reaction, my gut talk to him was that I just hope Mandalay Bay makes it through this tragedy. Um, my initial thought was, well, it might not happen tomorrow, but Mandalay Bay will probably be imploded within the next 5 years. That was my initial thought, and again, that was just my initial thought. Um, at 6 a.m. this morning, having just woken up, having just read all these messages from my friends, having just turned on the news and seen those numbers and repeating "oh my God" over and over again. Um, but the elementary school, the Sandy Hook massacre, the school there did not make it. I believe they have raised that school. I'm pretty sure that the Pulse nightclub in Orlando has also been raised. So I really hope that Mandalay Bay makes it through this. It's obviously a horrible tragedy. There's going to be a lot of sad, a lot of negative feelings attached to that property. So I just hope that the property is able to make it, and that you know law enforcement does their job, and that the families of those affected are going to be okay, and all that. Just such a sad day. I don't have. I'm not embarrassed to tell you that I did cry a little this morning, because it was so sad to see so many people affected. Um, happen, and for it to happen in the city that I live in, at a property that I love, and near other places where I visit and I frequent. So just a really sad day all around in Las Vegas. I'll be calling around to some of my friends here in Las Vegas today, making sure they're all right. I don't think I knew anyone going to this concert per se, but Las Vegas is a spontaneous town. Sometimes people will go do things at the last minute. So I hope all my friends are okay. But yeah, just a real sad day in Las Vegas. Um, I've always recommended Mandalay Bay as a great room to play in, great staff. So I hope all my friends are okay. And right now is going to be there's obviously going to be a period of confusion and investigating, and it sounds like Donald Trump will also be visiting Las Vegas on Wednesday. So I'm sure there'll be some federal help and assistance um, coming to the Las Vegas area in that regard. I just hope Mandalay Bay makes it. I just hope that there are that the negative feelings and thoughts aren't so overwhelming that the property has to be raised, or has to be significantly modified in some way. But anyways, thanks for listening. I didn't really anticipate making a post today, but I just wanted to get some thoughts out there. Um, I know God's looking out for everyone involved, everyone in the city. So, sad day for Las Vegas, unfortunately. Thanks for listening. I invite you to follow me on Instagram at LVPokerCoach. I also appreciate your support on Patreon at patreon.com/LVPokerCoach.